All right. Someone just found out or discovered something new about themselves. Some new power you just tapped into and realizing something, some new growth. You could have been rewarded in some way that gave you the impression that you have something new to you that you didn't realize you had before. Almost like someone learning to do something, they just realized this new skill, spiritual wisdom. Okay, this has to do with your belief systems. Maybe somebody's realizing that they can do whatever they set their mind to, and they know this now because they just did it. They just saw the results of whatever they've been trying to do, and now that they actually believe they can do it, they're doing it. It's a little bit more than just trying to do something. Someone is really doing something. And I feel like nobody taught you how to do this. You've been struggling more than people realize, even though I feel like it's very clear that you're struggling, but they just don't want to believe it. Because you're so good at it, like you just make it look so good, like you're attractive, is what I'm getting. But like you're struggling. And also, like, these people like to see you struggle, so they're not willing to offer help. They kind of just want to make your situation worse. You have unfulfilled potential. There's something in the past that you're going to be tapping into or going back towards. So, like, even no unturned is what I'm hearing from this card. Okay. And something that you were warned about is coming back up. Something that you were told not to accept. Love. That's also coming back up. Like it's someone said you're never gonna get this again. This is your last chance. This doesn't come around twice. That ship has sailed, and it definitely came back around. Like almost like this is just part of their rounds. They're just gonna keep coming back to you until you say yes. Yeah. There's some fast communication here, so you might actually realize this like right now or later today or within the next week or so, that somebody is contacting you again that really wants to be in your life. This may be a person that you cut off in the past, and they're quickly trying to be back on your roster. This could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Okay. So what they did was they took some time to themselves after you rejected them. They went back into hiding and really worked on themselves in some way. Even if you might not notice a change right away, it's really just them being more persistent because they know that they want you in their life. And so they're just not willing. Even if you gave up on them, this could be that person from the past. This person could have been very manipulative in the past. Or maybe they were very easy to manipulate. And because of this struggle journey you're on, almost like you chose to do something that's going to require some work for you, and you just didn't want it. You didn't want it too easy. Like this person just made it feel too easy, and that was disturbing at the time. But that could have been this love that you were rejecting, and it's like you don't have to reject that anymore. Maybe with all this experience of struggling, it's like, okay, now it's okay to say yes, because the only difference between now and back then was you were saying no. You were saying no before, and now you're... Oh, another card in there. Yeah, nothing has changed as far as the opportunities that's coming your way. Like you just stand in a place where you are destined to be blessed. I'm definitely seeing someone coming in and exchanging some type of love and energy with you. And also you accepting them and they accept you. There's something about you that they might have been trying to change in the past, but it's just impossible. Like, it's just so coded in your DNA, whatever this is. It could be a personality trait. Like, they were saying you were goofy or you don't take life seriously. And then down the line, they realize just how you are, even if it comes off as being goofy. Okay. Okay, so this card wants to come out. Something about your song, your rhythm, the way you exist in reality. Maybe it's your peace. Like, you have such a peaceful demeanor that whoever this was trying to come in, like, I feel like they were like really stressed out. And that's just the way they operated, under stress, under pressure. And it's almost like this struggle that you were taking, it's like, whereas they might have a real laid back life, but it leads to struggle. So you guys were like on opposite ends. And that might be what you're accepting from each other. That this person on daily just doesn't feel stress, but they're working towards it. Like, they want responsibilities. They want the pressure. They want to feel heavy. They want to feel burdened. And I feel like you might be the reverse or vice versa. Like, you might really have a burden that you're working towards lessening, lightening the load. So it definitely works out together. You two work out in exchanging that type of energy. Okay, so I'm just going to close this up. I'll go quickly. Yeah, the Mystic of Bells. Something about your thought process that might be a bit overwhelming. Like, maybe you've put too much on your plate to some extent. You might have put too much on your plate, and you might feel like you're a bit overwhelmed by this situation. I just heard someone say yes. Okay, so definitely let it go. Reclaim your power. Let that go, whatever you were holding on to. Even if it is a dream, let it go. If it's yours, it's meant to be for you, it's not going to go anywhere. So if you have to hold on to it, then it's something you're forcing. So that's what I'm hearing. Don't force this situation and just let it go. Okay. Get clear on what you want and don't manifest anything other than what you want, because that's what's going to come towards you. Okay. Yeah, and someone you definitely up so that things can work out, whether or not you were able to make the right decision. Okay. This is something you pray for, almost like you might have prayed for help deciding what to do. Like, you might have prayed for advice from your spirit guides. And so it seems like is a choice that's maybe being made for you. Like, it's a survival situation, whereas every next move you make is necessary for your survival. So you're not going to be caught stumbling or being confused in any way. Yeah, and you may actually come off as being very secure and very confident because you have no choice but to be so. Okay. But that exhaustion is there. Yeah, like you set it up so that people can't help you, so that you can do this yourself. But also, like, the people watching you is like, they can definitely tell that you have a strong sense of self. They can tell that you're powerful, and I feel like that's the energy that you're feeding off of. People believing in you versus you getting that quick help, and now you don't really have anywhere else to go but to ask for more help and more help. So somebody is gaining their independence. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. This could have to do with money, not necessarily energy, but if this is energy, then it's definitely leading money, or you being able to produce in some way, being very productive is what I'm getting. Okay. Let me pull another card for this energy. My body has made for enlightenment. My body was made for enlightenment. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. Okay, so someone's just feeling comfortable in their body. Also be this enlightening energy, enlightening someone, healing someone. I feel like your energy is very healing. And this could be because in the past you might have been tempted, or you might have struggled in some way that made you stronger over time. And so now you have very little distractions from who you are. You know exactly who you are. Okay. Okay, just a couple more cards for this energy. You have, how's that for happily ever after? Yeah, like wherever you're going, wherever you're headed, it's something that you predestined for yourself. Like nobody can look at you and tell you that you should have did this way or that way, because you're creating this environment. You're creating your own happily ever after. Okay, you already have all the answers. Somebody may need to go back and recharge, come back full force, renewed. Whatever it is that you're doing in the background is all that it takes to accomplish whatever you set out to do in the first place. Okay, so like you don't really need a mental map is what I'm getting. I feel like that's a message for somebody to take home. You don't need to know exactly where everything is. You don't have to keep track of everything because people are following you no matter what. Okay? Trying to keep track of everything is what was limiting you in the past.